Welcome back everyone to my Endless Space 2 Let's Play for Update 1. I'm playing as the United Empire on Impossible difficulty on this elliptical galaxy. I'm yet to actually find another of the major factions. There are 3 to find, but I have found a minor faction, the Amoeba, down here in the Othero system. Now I've been busy getting out settlers, so we've got already 2 outposts which will become fully fledged colonies soon, and also there's a couple more places at least that I want to be colonizing in the near future, and then I can continue getting out more ships and upgrade my colonies and get techs. But yeah, that's to do. Let's end the turn now, which is pretty important if I want to start doing all of that. There's a settler that has just completed on Phoenix, our capital system. So, next in the list, I think I want to get out another ship, a patrol ship with modules, probes to do expeditions on, and yeah, to find out about the area. Let's do the movement this turn. We found a system and also an unknown ship playing Sirius, so we get to see our first bit of combat potentially here. This system looks amazing. It has a luxury resource, 5 different planet types, but what planets are they? It's a question I should probably ask. Gas giants are not what I want to see probably if I want to colonize it. Most of them are. So I've no idea what this ship type is. It says it's unknown. Well, you can see the combat details here. It has 99 in attack, 68 defense, 568 health, which is substantially better than my own. So I'm actually going to retreat here. I won't watch this combat since there won't be much to watch. Let's just retreat. You're tempted to retreat via an unknown star lane. If the destination is unavailable, your fleet will be destroyed. Are you sure you want to retreat? I do. So I'm going to lose otherwise, definitely. And it looks like we were able to retreat. That's actually new in this update. That didn't used to give you that detail. You take 60% loss of hit points when you retreat. So yeah, it's generally not a good reason to do so unless you absolutely have to. Right. I've got a settler here. Let's get that into action then. Yeah, so I have no idea. I think that vessel may be to do with an event, perhaps, but I have no idea what it is. Could be an event for the other major faction, potentially. Right, so I shall come down to Kraz. There's nothing to colonize within that system yet. I don't have any of the techs that allow me to colonize there if I were to colonize there, but it didn't seem all that good anyway, really, did it? There's 3 gas giants, and that Baron tech isn't for until era 3 as well, I think. Right, let's send it to. Oh, I have enough influence. I could speed up one of these places with that, and I should have done that before probably. Should I do it now is the question. I guess I will, just to show it really. So this absorbs food from the systems near to it, so that's reduced that in time by 6 turns. We're actually losing food here now though, so that was a debatable decision. Maybe I should have done it after I'd gained a population, or just not done it at all, but yeah, we get that a lot sooner now, which is good. Right, we've got warp drive and better probes, excellent. So, what tank next? Now, I found with the United Empire you can have many issues early on, so I think I might pick that tech up next. But maybe I could hold off for something else. I don't think I need any of these colonizing techs really yet. When I get enough influence I could buy a tech. So what system could I go for? This system was all gas giants, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'm not going to be getting that for well, let's show you. The gas giant tech is there in the 4th era, and it's very expensive. So colonizing those two. What about Pisces? Arctic and swamp. Oh, swamp might be worthwhile getting actually. That system. That was snow. That one was. There was. That's in kind of the opposite direction. It's there. And swamp is there. Yeah, so I think I'll go for the finance next. Hope to find some more planets in between. Found Antares, and there's actually a colonizable planet there already. And a colony ship has actually reached down here, so let's get colonizing. So the one with the most food I'm going to go for, and that happens to be this Terran world. That's going to take 13 turns. That's 2 turns less than a normal 15 because of the extra food here. Okay. And let's end a turn. I could do with getting some more research buildings soon because 7 turns research attack is quite a bit already. Okay, we've found or got onto the Antares system. I guess I'll have a look in here. Tundra, jungle, ash. I think ash is a 3rd era tech. That's level 1 era though. That's not a bad place actually. Wouldn't mind colonizing there potentially. Let's send a probe down there. Another probe there. Actually go up there with that. I don't know if I had a probe when I reached Syria, so I didn't. I was forced to retreat, wasn't I? So I couldn't send one down there. Okay, it looks like colony settlers gotten there. So I'll settle here. Monsoon, Terran, gas. Most food. Actually, they're joint, aren't they? Could get that soon, maybe. That's got a tiny bit more production. I'm going to go for this one. Okay. There is a building that uses strategic resources for production as well, so that would be pretty good. Also those two. Okay. Right. Let's end the turn. Starting to get money issues. I'm going to go broke in about 12 turns if I don't do something about it. Cravers we found. The hive cares little for the interests of other races. Talk. To be honest, this would not be the empire of choice to be my neighbour at all, and probably, in actual fact, it's probably the worst choice since they're very militant. The personality is militarist, isolationist, and cruel, so that's what they're gonna tend to do. I don't think diplomacy has really been added to the game yet though, sadly, in this update. But even if it had been, we wouldn't be talking an awful lot with the Cravers. So I'd say we've had a good start so far. The fact that, well, we haven't even met the major empire up until now. There's a lot of space to expand into, and I already have done. But I am going to have to militarize quickly. That's usually the case though in Endless Space 2 I've found so far. Let's check out the regular system. This is ice, gas, gas. Not great. And I'll move up that warplane. Should be another system here, I think. There are systems that can be off these warplanes, but to find those you usually have to use probes, or there is an event that you can trigger to find them. Actually, there's a tech as well, I believe. Right, let's end the turn. System Defender. Zoom into the Star System Management screen. Tutorial saying. Go to the military screen. This one is it? Yeah, it's just mentioning about manpower here, basically, which I've already mentioned about. Okay. What's this? Asteroid has been discovered. If you get this within your borders, then you get an extra 50 on a certain system. So that's over there. Not going to be doing that for a while. The Kima system we now know of, thanks to probe. Ash, desert, gas, arid. Won't be decent for a while. 20% of the galaxy's now been explored. Dmitry Elenko has gained a level. Let's check him out. I'm going to want to upgrade that again, I think. So, apply skills. Okay, and let's get moving down for the turn. We found the Cepheus system. Okay, well, I thought there was 2 ships there then, but it's just a graphic glitch perhaps. There's a couple of colonizable worlds here, and there's a couple of very good resources. So I'm going to want to colonize that soon, I think. So how many have I got on the go already? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is it? Yeah, 5. Now if I got to 6, that would start to affect my happiness. But I think I do want to do so. So I'm probably going to get another settler out here. I think that'll be it for colonizing. Then for a little bit longer, maybe. I'm going to have to do something about my happiness situation coming up. Right. So it doesn't look like we're very near to the Cravers, which I'm happy about though. What resources do we have? We have Jadinics. Now, yeah, I can't use these until the second era, but they're very important because they give you settlements. It increases the level of your planets and gives you a massive bonus. So I've got to keep that in mind what I want. And each of the luxury types actually do different things. If we come into here, I don't think we'll be able to see it in detail quite yet, sadly. But Jadnix gives an extra 50 production, which is amazing, especially for starting planets if you can get that up. The other resource I've seen is one for science, which is Blue Cat Mold. I'd like to use that potentially as well, one at Sirius, and there's also one at Kraz. So I might want to colonize Sirius because of that being there pretty soon. So I'm going to have a think about that. What was down here? Snow. Yeah, so I may... Was the resource on that planet? Yes it is. Okay, that's even more reason to go for it. It would be very unhappy, that world though, because it has an anomaly there. But I may want to pick up that colonizing tech pretty soon. With this patrol ship, I'm actually going to do an expedition. Okay, it's actually an event linked to this. So it's -10 on Empire and Science for 10 turns, but you will get a tech for that, so I'm going to do that. It's arguably a bit debatable that. Our current science rate is only 15, so that's been slowed down a huge amount. Right, and with this ship I think I'll move it back up to Essa and do the expeditions there. We've got a ship down here at some point. 2 ships. No, just 1 ship. Right. Hopefully that was done. That hasn't been sitting around for long. Can't remember actually. Let's go here. Now, I added a ton of extra expedition modules on this patrol ship compared to the basic design. I actually forgot to use them on Phoenix, which I could have done then, so that was a mistake, but I can go back there in a bit. Right, so let's end a turn. What's being made here now? Another settler. Okay. Right, Ranax has been finished. Okay, excellent. I could use influence maybe to speed up some other place, but the cost has actually gone up, so it's a lot less worthwhile. And money is becoming a much bigger issue now. So what I'm actually planning on doing is changing one of the laws where I've got enough influence to do so. This one gives you extra money at the cost of approval. 125 influence I need for that though. And that's the only other money one. Only money law currently available. So I've got to be really careful coming up with my money. I've never gone bankrupt before, and I don't want to do that in a Let's Play. So yeah, let's hope it doesn't happen. There are ways to avoid it. Gonna have to focus on getting some money improvements up here though, I think. Right, let's do an expedition here. Okay. There's Jadenix here. Brilliant. I've got a feeling I might be using that as my first resource. And apart from that, I should move this on. Let's move it back to Phoenix then, since I've done all of those. I could... I think I'll send one probe out. Let's just lob it in a random direction. Who knows, there might be a planet down there I can get to. Right, rest finished. So the first thing I'm going to make is the extra food and production. I could do that. Yeah, I'll go for that first though. Okay, I don't think these outposts cost you money. I'm not 100% sure actually, though they could do. There's fleet upkeep and system. That's production. 21.5 it says. 38 that's costing me according to that. Right, let's end the turn. We have automatic law in place though. When we complete buildings we get some money back, I believe, so it's a good idea to take advantage of that perhaps. The star's my destination. We've got rare earth foams now, so this is mentioning that. We had that a while ago. And there's a quest here for the academy. Finding the academy is very important. What the academy does is basically produce heroes. And we're not getting any extra until we can find it. So yeah, it's a bit of an issue. There is a tech that allows you to find it as well, I believe. Right, the settler was completed. Let's get that out to Hannah. I will want to use... not that. I don't want to raise the planet. I will want to use this to complete the quest soon, but I want to get the population up a bit more, I think. So for now, let's get the money up by making that. Okay. Elections coming up. That is within... 4 turns, is it? Yeah, 4 turns away. Every 20 turns. Industrialists are set to win, and at this stage I want them to win as well. Okay. Right, just tell me to go here for some reason. One of the tutorial things was. Right, don't know what it was. Maybe it wants me to come in here or something. It's a bit more details in the population there. Okay. Yeah, stop flashing. Okay. That's done. What's left to move? That is doing expeditions in the area. So I'm going to start, rather than waste a ton of time looking at each one to see what they do, I'll just do the ones on the more colonizable planets first. Okay. Hyperium loot. Sadly not a resource though. We've actually got a new event, the Ghost of a Machine. Now I don't want to risk the militarists getting in at the moment. I want the industrialists, so I'm going to go for this one definitely, but this is going to lower my science. There is an 80% chance of discovering a tech though with this. Okay, that can wait there for the turn. This settler, let's get it over to the Cepheus system. It's going to take me 5 turns. Shit, that is not a settler, is it? That was my patrol ship, so I've cocked up there. That's the settler. It's going to take 3 turns. You can't change its orders mid-journey either as well, so but there are some expeditions I could do up there with it. It's not the end of the world. Right, let's end the turn. Shouldn't be too long away from getting some of these outposts turned into a colony soon. If you found an outpost within your borders, it straight away becomes a colony. So it can be a good idea to do that if possible, but this stage of the game it's not really possible. Okay, that patrol ship. What I'll actually do is move this on. I think let's come down here with it. I use that one to do the expeditions there. And we can go and scout. Right, let's end the turn. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I haven't changed the law, have I? So I need 125. Let's abolish that law. Pass. That's not rust bill. Gonna need this. Money's becoming an issue. So there's now less of an issue, but still an issue. Could really do with picking up some money loot and getting that tech in. What I could have done is actually get the market tech and then sold my resources. That might have been a good idea perhaps, but I kind of want my resources. I need them later on, so we'll get around to getting the market eventually just to show it off, but it's not that important, I think, yet at least. Right, so we've reached the Cepheus system with the settler. Let's get colonizing. The one with the most food happens to be the huge forest one. That's I can colonize it later. Okay, that's going to take 15 turns. I think that did actually, yeah, cost me more money then. I thought it was at 30. So maybe I should have held off a little bit on that, since I'm getting money issues, and maybe I should have made the money building there first on there. Right, let's get this patrol ship moving though. Bring that down to here. Okay. And this can do some expeditions. Really need money here. Let's do that. More Jadinics. Brilliant. That's right, that's a turn's worth, pretty much. And that's more than a turn's worth. And yet more Jadinics. And Hyperium. And a quest. This is a new quest, I think. I won't read all of the quests, but the new ones I will, and anyone that takes my interest in reading. A thread of discontent has been growing in the population as some voters believe the galaxy is even more dangerous than it appears. You are under pressure to turn your policies and investments to more military uses. To be honest, I wouldn't have wanted that now. That's going to increase the chance of a militaristic government getting in. Right, really could do with keeping onto the industrialists for the time being with money issues, because I need that bill, which I'd lose if the militarists get in. Right, that is all done. I have one module left. I can use it on the Phoenix system. One probe. Okay, end of turn. More population on the ESSA system, which has now become a fully fledged colony. And money's coming into control, so I was going to make that first, but you know what? Let's just do that. Okay. Cerebral reality got completed on the capital system. I'm going to want to pick up the jungle tech soon, otherwise going to have hit the pop cap. For now though, let's get some more production up here, I think. I got 3 population. I could do a specialization as well. That would be extra influence, but I'll go for this. So that's 5 production that'll give me. That would only give me 3 currently because there's no strategics on that planet. Okay. Right, let's reach the regular system. Let's use a probe. I'll do it on the ice one there. Titanium, and it's actually a quest. This wants me to pay a visit to that system. And what would I gain from it? Titanium. Now, from memory, this quest, there's actually a combat involved with it, so I don't really want to end up there before I'm combat ready, arguably. I think... oh, that... I must have sent a probe down here at some point towards that system. It's actually found a system here, the Gonos system, which isn't linked to the warp travel lanes. That's interesting. Might even be a decent system. Yeah, 2 worlds I can colonize very soon, if not already. Yeah, I think for this guy I might actually get it exploring. Let's find out where the cravers are, which surprisingly I still don't know. Must be down here. Okay, that's it for the turnless senator. That's done there. And there's an event which I'll come back to shortly. This system does have strategic resources on it, so that would be rather good. But for now I'll get the cerebral reality built there. Let's do the movement for the turn. That's not good. That's a minor race ships there, which would be a big problem. Could be a big problem potentially. New event, Riled Researchers. So this is not good for us, frankly, at the moment. I can get a ton of extra science for minus dust on systems, which would bankrupt me, probably, at the current financial state we're in. Or I could take a loss on science, but a huge increase on production. I don't think I have a choice here. I'm going to have to go for ignore. That also gives a boost to the industrialist ideology. And that probably is good timing with a election coming up. I'm not even gaining any research currently now though, which is a massive problem potentially. I could use that production to get stuff up, including research up quicker though. Right, first election every 20 turns. 2 choices currently. Only 2 political parties available, but there will be more in future. So, there are choices out of these. I am going to vote for the industrialists, and I'm going to give them my official support as well. You can do these later on once you have the resources, should you wish, and each do slightly different things. You can see in the bottom left down there. Okay, and we can click this to find out what laws each of these gives. Sadly though, currently the automatic default law isn't shown here. Well, unless apart from with the party that you're with. For militarists, their default law is free wars. You don't have to spend influence, and also you gain approval when you're at war. So it's nowhere near as useful currently as Dust Windfall would be. There's all different types of governments as well. Not all governments work in exactly the same way as ours does. We are a federation. I'm a bit maybe concerned about giving support to the industrialists because I do want a certain amount of approval with the militarists so I can use their laws, but I will support them, I think. So I should have moderate support. Arguably I would want broad and broad, that would give me the most options currently. So each world system votes for their representatives, and we can see them, who they voted for, in small detail there. Right, new political situation is the industrialists won, and they have powerful support, but I don't think there's any powerful laws available currently. There's just broad laws, and there's a couple of laws available for the militarists who only have moderate support. Okay, we've got a new populace on the capital, so we're up to 4. I think I'll wait until 5 until I do that quest for the manpower. Yeah, we're actually using up a lot of our manpower because our systems probably aren't up to the cap. Yeah, it's only got 52 of 200 there, for example. Okay, let's get the movement done. This time around, I'm not going to forget about Phoenix, so looks like a minor race is up there as well. So when on Phoenix, I'm going to use the expeditions. I've got 4 to use currently. Let's start off in a jungle world. Right, dust loot, nice. So doesn't look like we're going to get money issues. Looks like I actually got some science back now as well. More Jandanics, as an event for extra vision range. And the last one. Titanium, that'll come in handy also. Okay, I think they were on a gas giant though, so it's going to be a while before I can actually use those. There's a quest down there. How many quests have I got on the go anyway? Right, there's the Academy quest. This is... you have to get curiosities, so I have to keep on doing what I've been doing really. That can travel down there. That can come down here. Okay, I may want to send a probe down here because there's going to be another constellation down there, definitely, on this map type. Okay, let's end a turn. These should be coming online soon. I didn't know that was there. I wish it had told me about it. There's actually a Craver ship there, and that's stopping this from becoming a colony, or at least slowing it down incredibly. So I need to get a combat ship to deal with that.